Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the first installment of the Dan K Show award show. Let's throw two shows in there, Lucas. Double the show, double the fun, double the action. Dan K Show bringing you now the first set of award winners. We're going to start with the forwards, Lucas. We're going to start with the premier 18U, 16U, and 16U futures forwards of the year. Lucas, 16U futures, the first name on this list from the Pal Junior Islanders. A lot of guys could have won it from any team in this league, but a guy coming from the Pal Junior Islanders, it's Jonathan Introvaya of the Pal Junior Islanders. Lucas, tell me about this guy's season. How good has this guy been?
Oh, I mean, he's just been great, and the thing, like the baseline for all these award winners is that they've all had a great season. But Jonathan's been kind of a guy that's kind of been everywhere. Yeah. He always seems to be exactly where he needs to be when he needs to be there. Kind of like Derek Jeter in the ALDS a few years ago. Just somehow ending up on the first baseline, getting ready to throw that ball down home plate. That's Jonathan for you. Always where he needs to be.
He's had an incredible season. There's plenty of guys who could have won this award. One of them, Dylan Castello of the Skipjacks Hockey Club. He had an incredible season as well, along with Julian Randolph of the Potomac Patriots, Anthony DiPreta of the Connecticut Junior Rangers. But this is the man who takes it home. 11 goals, 20 assists, 31-point season, led the league in assists and points. Congratulations to Jonathan. Moving on, we go to the 16U. And here's a guy coming from Selects Academy. This guy is incredible, and I think Boston University took a liking to him. Boston University knows he's going to be a big deal at the next level. Joel Farabee of the Selects Academy, the 16U champions, and now the forward of the year, Joel Farabee. Lucas, how good's Joel been?
Well, he hasn't had as many points as some of the other people that could have won this award, and that just goes to show you that the award is not just who puts up the most numbers. Yeah. It goes to the guy who can be a leader on his team, who can be the guy that everybody looks to when, maybe if the chips are down or if they're trying to run a play or something that they haven't really done all that much, they can always look to him. And I think that's what Boston University sees in this guy.
I mean, this is a guy, he's a leader on the ice, a leader everywhere. Guys will follow when Joel Farabee's on the ice. Look for him at the next level. Possibly the next Jimmy Vesey up in that Boston area. I know it's not Harvard, but Boston University, an incredible school. Congratulations, Joel. Moving on to the 18U, we have Stephen Tilley of the Portland Junior Pirates. Congratulations, Stephen, a big-time Forward of the Year award for the 18U. Talk about Stephen.
Well, in 30 games, he had 20 goals and 32 assists, which are incredible numbers. You're talking almost 2 points per game on average, split up evenly between goals and assists. I mean, this is just a guy where the numbers actually do speak for themselves.
And, you got to love a player like Steven, a guy who, when you're scoring at that kind of tilt, when you're putting up that many goals a game, it's always tough to worry about the assist side of the ice. This is a guy who's involved both ways. He is a next-level talent. We'll see what Steven can do, see what kind of commitments may come his way in the future. And finally, rounding it out, picking the Forward of the Year here. We're going to picking the Forward of the Year. It could have been a ton of guys. Brendan Van Riemsdyk's a guy I looked at. I've looked at a few other guys, the Broussards of the world. You look at some of the talent in this league, there's so many to pick from. The guy who takes home the Forward of the Year in the USPHL Premier, a Northeastern commit, Mr. John Picking of the Boston Junior Bruins, Lucas.
I mean, 40 games played, he's got 24 goals, 35 assists. But, let's take those numbers, let's put those numbers aside, because we can talk about, goals and assists all day, Dan. But let's move to a statistic that I often like to cite when things get kind of down to the wire, and that's the effectiveness on the power play. He's got 7 power play goals and 13 power play assists, which means that he is a force to be reckoned with when the team really needs to execute properly. We all know the effect that power play success can have on a game and on a team.
That's it. And you talk about crunch time, you talk about the big times matter. Joel Farabee, we'll go back to him real quick, the 16U player, Forward of the Year. He took home a hat trick in the title game for Selects Academy. All 4 of these guys, big level players, and we're going to find out about some more. Next up, next show, we will have the forwards from the USP3, Midwest, and the Elite coming up next.